It's been 5 months since I first got the Samsung Galaxy A55, and to be honest, my journey with this device has been nothing short of impressive. In a market flooded with mid-range options, the A55 has managed to hold its own, and I've found it to be a reliable companion in my day-to-day life. With a price tag under $350, it's easy to see why this phone has remained such a strong contender. As someone who uses their phone extensively, I've put the A55 through its paces, and now I'm here to share my long-term experience and help you decide if it's worth buying. This is the Samsung Galaxy A55, 5 months later. From the moment I first held the Galaxy A55, I could tell this was a step up from its predecessors. Samsung ditched the plastic body for a more premium combination of glass and aluminum, giving the A55 a feel that's closer to a flagship than a mid-range device. The phone feels solid in the hand, and the glossy back glass, while a fingerprint magnet, adds a touch of elegance. The aluminum frame, with its flat sides reminiscent of the S24, adds to the sleek design, though it's subtly rounded around the buttons. I've been using the A55 without a case, not being overly cautious with it, yet here I am, 5 months later, and it still looks almost brand new. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting this level of durability. Plus, the IP67 dust and water resistance has been a nice bonus. One of the things that has kept me hooked on the A55 is its display. The 6.6-inch Super AMOLED screen is a joy to look at, with full HD plus resolution and a 120 Hz refresh rate that makes everything from scrolling through social media to watching videos feel smooth and responsive. Even after 5 months, I find myself appreciating the subtle yet impactful brightness that holds up well even under direct sunlight. While it's not as punchy as some of Samsung's higher-end models, the display strikes a nice balance that I've come to prefer. Typing on the A55's flat, wider screen has been another unexpected plus. The slightly larger bezels might stand out to tech enthusiasts, but for the average user, they're barely noticeable and don't detract from the overall experience. Running on Android 14 with One UI 6.1, the A55 has offered a software experience that feels refined and polished. The interface is smooth, and I haven't encountered any significant lag, even after installing my usual array of apps and games. Samsung's commitment to 4 years of software updates gives me confidence that this phone will stay relevant well into the future. It doesn't have any of the AI features yet, but Samsung has promised to implement some of them in the next updates. The Exynos 1480 under the hood has been more than capable, though I've noticed it takes a few extra seconds to load certain apps compared to flagship models like the S24 Ultra. Still, for a phone in this price range, the performance is impressive. It's on par with the S21 Ultra in many aspects, which is quite a feat for a mid-range device. I opted for the base model with 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage, and so far it's met all my needs. However, the option to expand storage with a microSD card is a nice touch for those who might need more space down the road. The stereo speakers on the Galaxy A55 have been solid performers, delivering sound that's loud and clear. While they don't compare to the audio quality of higher-end phones, they've been more than enough for casual listening and calls. The absence of a headphone jack is something I've adjusted to, and frankly, it's not something I miss much anymore. For security, the Samsung Galaxy A55 uses an optical in-display fingerprint scanner. It is reliable, but not the fastest, often taking a little extra time to unlock the device. There is also a face scanner available, which performs good too, but like the fingerprint scanner, isn't very speedy. For those who prefer other methods, you can always use a PIN or password as an alternative. The battery life on the A55 has been one of its standout features. With a 5,000 mAh capacity, it comfortably lasts a full day, even with heavy use. On lighter days, I've managed to stretch it to nearly 2 days on a single charge, which is impressive for any phone, let alone a mid-range one. In fact, its battery life has consistently outlasted that of the S24 Ultra, a testament to Samsung's optimization for this device. The only downside here is the 25-watt charging speed. It typically takes just over an hour to fully charge, which isn't the fastest out there. Additionally, the lack of wireless charging and power share is a reminder that this is still a mid-range phone, despite its premium feel. Now, let's talk about the cameras. The Galaxy A55 comes with 3 rear cameras, though in my experience, only 2 of them see much use. The macro lens has been pretty useless for me. In the next version, I would like to see this lens replaced with a 3x zoom sensor. The 50-megapixel main camera has been my go-to, capturing sharp and vibrant photos in both good and low-light conditions. While it doesn't have the best dynamic range, it delivers consistently pleasing results, especially for a phone in this price range. The ability to crop in at 2x without losing much quality has been handy, but anything beyond that starts to degrade. The 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera has been decent, but it's definitely a step down from the main sensor. Daytime shots are acceptable, even though not as color accurate, and the overall results can be a bit soft. At night, it struggles more, especially with light reflections. Despite these limitations, it's still one of the better ones you'll find on a mid-range device. The 32-megapixel selfie camera has been a mixed bag. While it captures sharp and detailed images, I've noticed that skin tones can sometimes appear off. Video recording on the A55 has been solid as well, with the main camera capable of shooting in 4K at 30 FPS. Thanks to OIS, the footage is generally stable and clear. The ultra-wide camera, however, is less stable at 4K, performing better at 1080p, though the footage isn't as sharp. After 5 months of using the Samsung Galaxy A55, I can confidently say it has exceeded my expectations in more ways than one. From its premium build and vibrant display to its reliable performance and exceptional battery life, this phone has proven to be a standout in the crowded mid-range market. It's a device that delivers a near-flagship experience at a fraction of the cost, making it an excellent choice for anyone looking to get the most bang for their buck. In my day-to-day use, the A55 has handled everything I've thrown at it with ease, and it continues to impress me with its durability and overall functionality. While there are a few areas where it could improve, like charging speed and camera performance in certain conditions, these are minor drawbacks when you consider everything else it offers. If you're in the market for a mid-range phone that feels premium and performs well across the board, the Galaxy A55 should definitely be on your radar. So, what are your thoughts? Drop a comment below if you've been using the A55 or are thinking about picking one up. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.